Hi guys, it's Rachel. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. Today's video is another episode in my Palette of the Week series, and it's going to be a really fun one because it is also an Instagram chooses my makeup video. Okay, so you guys are nice and zoomed in, so let's get started, and we'll just go in order of how I posted the products on my Instagram. So the first thing I posted was primer, and I had you choose between the High Beauty Primer by Essence. I don't know if the camera is focusing on that. And then the Stila One Step Correct. And the winner is the Stila by 72%. So that's a pretty good margin. And this is one of my holy grail primers. Like, this is the only primer I've gone through multiple of and repurchased multiple times. I think this is like my third one of this. I absolutely love how it color corrects my skin. And it's very hydrating, and it also helps like smooth a little bit too. It's just a really good all-around primer. Okay, the next product after primer was foundation, and I had you choose between the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Tinted Moisturizer and the Fenty Eavesdrop, and Fenty won by 76%. And I have the shade 3 in case you were curious what my shade is. And I have reverted back to my normal non-fake tan shade. So how I like to apply this, I haven't had this for very long, obviously, because it's a newer release. But I like to give it a good shake first. And then I just like to kind of apply it directly to my face. And then just blend it out with a sponge. And as you can see, it doesn't have a lot of coverage at all. It's a very light coverage natural product, but I mean, I kind of really love light coverage products. My skin is doing pretty good right now. I don't have a ton to cover, but it's nice to have like my skin tone even out and just a little bit of a fresh glow added, which is, I think this is like, that startled me. I had my stories open from when I did the polls, and after I did the polls, I did like a little story about my eyeshadow palettes, and I just heard myself start talking out of nowhere, and it scared me. But yeah, that is a light layer of the Fenty, and I really enjoy it so far. To the next product, which is contour. I will pop it up right here. It was between the Charlotte Tilbury Contour Wand and the Milani Contour and Highlight. And this was a little bit of a closer competition. The Charlotte Tilbury, I got a hair. Yeah, the Charlotte Tilbury won by 57%. So that was a little bit of a closer race. And this is a pretty expensive product, but I got it as a gift from my mom, and I really appreciate it because, you know, I've heard it raved about so much, so I really wanted to try it, and I think it's a really nice product. I am not 100% on the shade. It is a bit like dark and warm for a contour for me, and this is the Fair Light one. And as you can see, it's quite a bit deeper than my skin. So, I think as far as shades go, the Milani is a better shade match. But I do like how this product blends and wears. But I just think, like, if you look at this Milani one, like, it's definitely a lot lighter and cooler, which is a better match for my skin tone. Like, this, though, looked great when I was all fake tanned. Look great. But anyway, I just like to tap it out with my sponge because, I don't know, I like to tap everything out with my sponge. I pretty much, if I can use my sponge with a product, I will. Next, I think, is concealer. Let me see. Yes, concealer was between the Benefit Boing Cakeless Concealer and the e.l.f. Camo Hydrating Concealer. And e.l.f. won, as you can see here, by 65%, and I'm a little disappointed in you guys because honestly I don't really like this concealer that much. I do enjoy the Benefit one, but I just think this one is kind of like okay. It's like, I really think you're getting what you're paying for with this concealer, and you know, considering it's like under $10, that's what you're getting. So I think just because the nose contour is so dark, I'm also just gonna take a smidge on my nose. Okay. I will say though, like, out of the two camo concealer options, I definitely prefer this one to the original. I know some people are the other way around, but I think this one on my dry slash slightly mature skin looks a lot better and is a lot less drying and heavy. So I do enjoy this more than the original camo concealer, but I definitely, it's not my favorite in my collection. I hardly ever reach for it. So I guess thank you guys for making me reach for something that I haven't reached for in a while, but like, you know, I don't think it's anything super special. Okay, so after concealer was bronzer, and we had the Lumi Bronze It and the Becca Sunlit Bronzer in Bali Sands. So you can see the results right here. The Becca won by 66%. The Becca Bali Sands is their fairest shade, and as you can see, I have used it quite a bit. Like, the wave imprint that's on there is pretty much gone. I really do enjoy this bronzer, but if you were to ask me like which one I preferred out of these two, I actually like the L'Oreal better. I like the luminosity of the L'Oreal better, and I also like the shade of the L'Oreal better, because even though I tend to gravitate towards the lightest shade in a bronzer range, sometimes the lightest shade is just a little too light, but the shade down from that is like way too dark. So it's really hard to find when you're in between fair and light. It can be really hard to find like a good bronzer that's not, you know, too light on your skin, but also doesn't make you look like this freaking Charlotte Tilbury did. Because God, I'm looking at myself. It's so dark. It's so bright in the center of my face, and it's so dark around my face. But yeah, that is the Becca bronzer. As you can see, it's really subtle. It didn't add much to the Charlotte Tilbury contour at all, but it is really nice, blends really well, is really smooth, looks really skin-like. I enjoy it. And then blush. So up here you can see that it was between the Sweet Cheeks by NYX, and this is the shade Citrine Rose, and the Bare Minerals Bronzer in Kiss of Pink. And NYX did win by 62%. So I'm excited about that because I actually love these Sweet Chic Glow blushes from NYX. They are some of my favorite blushes from the drugstore. I have 3 shades of this. I like it so much. And this one's Citrine Rose, I think, is such a pretty, like, summery color. So I'm really excited you guys picked that one. The Bare Minerals Bronzer is definitely a pretty product, but I'm not as in love with it as I thought it was going to be, because for me it's just a blush. It's not a bronzing product. And we're gonna go ham. Going ham. Next was highlight. It was between the Ofra Start Inspired highlighter, which is the original Samantha March and Ofra collab. Looks like this. And then the Nabla Privilege highlighter. And as you can see from this little insert right here, Ofra won by 69%. And if you've ever tried Ofra highlighters, you know that I'm just gonna like swirl these together. I don't wear them separately. You know that stuff is blinding, so I'm gonna try and use a very minimal amount because I don't want to go for that like super intense highlight today. I want to go for more of a natural glow. I'm kind of bummed you guys didn't pick the Nabla because that definitely is a more natural glow, but I also don't like this one quite as much because it's a little bit icy, and I don't know, I just feel like I like something a little more nude than icy, like the Dior Nude or the On the Cusp from Colourpop. It's just like a little bit more of a nude undertone than an icy undertone. After highlight, what was next? Oh, brows. So I had the choice between a brow pen or a brow pencil. It was the Benefit Gimme Brow. Yeah, no. Gimme Brow is their pomade. Goof Proof. And the, where is it? The L'Oreal, the L'Oreal Micro Ink Pen. And as you can see from the little insert right here, the Goof Proof, yeah, won by 73%. So that was hands down clearly the winner. I love this pencil. It's definitely my favorite pencil I've used to date. And if I do run out of it at some point, I would repurchase it. But it takes me a heckin' long time. Stop licking me. It takes me, stop, seriously. It takes me a super long time to go through brow pencils. And I think that's because for the most part, my brows are like pretty naturally filled in. I don't do a lot to them. And so I have this It Cosmetics brow pencil in my project pan, and I've had that It one, gosh, since like 2018, I think. I've had this Goof Proof for a few years too, but like that's how long brow pencils last me, so. Okay, and then next was brow gel. So here is the pull, but it was between a clear and a tinted brow gel. The clear brow gel is the Strength and Length from Bare Minerals. It is a serum infused brow gel, and the tinted one is from NYX. It is the Tinted Brow Mascara in Blonde. So yeah, so the clear one from Bare Minerals won by 59%. So let's go ahead and apply that. This one I initially bought planning to do a review on it and like a true like testing it for 4 weeks to see if it really improved my brows, but I've been struggling so much this past year, like I could not commit to that. So it just ended up in the back of my drawer, and I just use it as a clear brow gel instead of as a serum. And it's not my favorite as a clear brow gel. It doesn't really hold my hairs up very well. Like I can't make my brows super feathery. They fall down with this. And I don't know. It's just not what I'm looking for in a brow gel, but if it works for you, that's great. I just don't think I would repurchase this. Okay, so palettes. It was between the Quarter Rosa from Sigma and the Sweet Talk by Colourpop. As you can see, they're kind of similar color stories, but not all the same shades, so I thought it would be fun to put those two against each other. And the winner, I will have it posted right next to me, but it was the Sweet Talk by 60 62%. So I honestly haven't used this in probably a year or two. It's been a little while, so I'm kind of excited to dive into it. Let me get my eye brushes over here. So I'm just going to first jump in with a peachy shade. Actually, I'm gonna mix Meadow and Dream Maker. These two peachy shades, I'm just gonna like swirl into both of them and put those in the crease. And I have not primed my eyes aside from putting concealer on them, because that's what lazy girls do, or tired girls do, or, you know, narcoleptic girls do. Yeah. So we're just putting that in the crease and diffusing it out. Okay, I think I want to take Feel Free, this deep color right here, on a small blending brush and put that on the outer corner. I am going to be taking the Super Shock in the palette, which is called Side to Side. I think, wasn't that like an Ariana Grande song a while ago? Super popular. And gosh, why am I applying this with a brush? This would probably be way better with my finger. Let's try it. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. I'm not done. I am going to go into, let's swatch these. So this is Garden Date and Melody. Definitely Garden Date. Yeah. What do you guys think? Garden Date, Melody. I think Garden Date. Now I need to wipe my fingers off. Okay. So I'm just going to take a little bit of Garden Date, which is in the top row right here, and tap that in between the Super Shock and the outer corner color to sort of bring a nice pop of pinky coral back in there. And then I'm just gonna take a little bit of Feel Free right here. This is so reflective, it's hard for me to read. Just a teensy smidge right on the outer corner. So my computer shut off. I have no idea why, but I took Feel Free on the outer edge down here, and then I took Work It, smudged it all along the lower lash line. And now for the inner corner, I am going to take, what do I take? The glitter in Prima Drama. Ep8 Enough. He just had a whole bowl of water and now he's like, water, water, water. I'm so thirsty. Children. Anyway, so a little bit of this on little Miss Pinky and just tapping that on the inner corner for a little fun accent. So that is the look with the Sweet Talk palette. And then the next thing was liner. So I said wing or no wing. And as you can see here from this pull I'm inserting, can I talk? Wing won by 65%. So you guys definitely wanted me to have a wing. And I will say these are my most voted on polls and most interacted stories of all time. I had like 50 people voting and interacting. So you guys really showed up for this and I appreciate it. Thank you so much. But yeah, you guys voted for 65% for a wing. And I did show a couple liners in the picture in the poll thing, but I didn't have you choose which liner. I just had you choose wing or no wing. So I'm gonna use my current favorite. Like, this is the one out of all the ones in my collection that I just constantly reach for right now. It's the Ofra Verified. And I'm just gonna line and hope to gosh I don't mess up, because I already did my face makeup. Well, that was a struggle today, but you know, wings are tough. I mean, I know sometimes I make it look easy, but like, I struggle with them too, and I struggled today. I'm not in love. Like, wasn't that Enrique Iglesias? I'm not in love. No, 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 no. Okay, don't mind me. Anyway, the next thing was lashes or no lashes. And as you can see from the poll I am inserting right here, it was 77% of you guys wanted me to wear lashes. I didn't have y'all like specify which lashes I was gonna wear. I just said lashes or no lashes. I showed these, but I didn't say like what lashes do you want. I just said lashes or no lashes. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to do a pair of House of Lashes that is in their old packaging. So you know I've had them for a long time. They don't do packaging like this anymore. Like, their packaging is like this now. So these are the Temptress Wispy, and I'm just gonna pop these on. I might cut this part out because I don't always love you guys seeing me struggle to put on lashes, and even after all these years I still struggle to put on lashes. But yeah, I'll be back in just a second. Lashes are on. They're really wispy and beautiful, and now we just need some mascara to blend them in and pop up my lower lashes. So the choices were the Maybelline Lash Sensational Sky High and the Essence Lash Princess Waterproof. And as you can see by this poll inserted right here, Maybelline won by 64%. And it has gone completely viral. It is a super popular mascara, so I understand why it won by so much, but I'm still kind of a little bit surprised because Lash Princess is such like a cult classic. I thought it'd have a little more support than that, but I really love the original Lash Sensational. It is one of my all-time favorites. It is my absolute favorite drugstore mascara, but definitely like top 5 mascaras of all time. And this Sky High version is definitely getting up there for me. A lot of people are complaining about it because they say it's hard to remove from the lashes, but I always take like an oil-based remover and Q-tips on my eyes when I remove my eye makeup at night. So with that, I haven't had a single problem. I love those lashes so much. Why haven't I pulled them out sooner? They're so wispy and beautiful. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're almost done. We're almost done. Where were we? Lips. So I set up 2 combinations for you guys. One of them being, this is a mess. One of them being the L'Oreal Color Shine in Shining Peach with the KKW Nude 1 lip liner. And then the other one being the Wet n Wild Bellini Overflow, and this is in their Mega Last High Shine, and it's with a, I know I paired it with a Makeup Revolution lip liner, but gosh darn it, I don't know for the life of me where that is right now. Where? Give me just a moment. Okay, so the Rachel Makeup Revolution lip liner, so that just rolled to the back of my desk. So as you can see from the results right here, The Wet n Wild won by a small margin. It was 54% to 46%. I picked both of these because I thought they would pair well with whatever look either of those palettes created, and I thought it would be fun also to do some shiny lipsticks against each other. I don't have a lot of like glossy lipsticks, but these are two in my collection that I enjoy. So let's first start with a balm. I'm just gonna go in with the Lanolips Lemonade Lip Treatment. You do have to be careful with these though. I run into it a lot. They don't go all the way down. Like this is as far down as it goes. So I constantly have to be careful not to stab the tip of the lipstick with the cap, because I will keep getting the cap in it over and over. But this is pretty much the look. I'm just going to spritz my face and really set everything down. Alright, and this is the finished look with the Sweet Talk palette from Colourpop and all of the makeup that you guys on Instagram chose for me to wear. I really love this palette. I think it's still around if you want to pick it up. I will have all of the products linked down below in case you're interested in anything. And let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below, because I'm really curious if you want to see more choosing my makeup videos, if you like this style of video, and if you thought how I put everything together was pretty or terrible, you know, just let me know. Just let me know. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button if you have not already, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!